This is a new one. We're receiving frequency of a new one to be cleared in the coming days. It's coming through in colours and sounds and tones and patches of, bits and pieces floating together. And the humans will align with that frequency and anchor and embody that, and then be ready for the next understanding of it. And then the next understanding, and then the physical embodiment of it. Like the same way that the two of you make love. It comes in as a frequency, then a code, then an understanding or a dream. It moves down gently and slowly through the density, down to the density that the human has been. And you repeat it numerous times in different layers or levels, or to anchor and embody it. So you've just been through that, and here is the frequency and the codes arriving for the next step.
The same sequence as a whole.
Sorry, same sequence as?
The same sequence as a whole. Just like that, like you said, the way, just like when we make love. It comes, well, that's how the whole potential of this experience is.
Yes, exactly. Everything is the same pattern, and you two do it step by step by step. And you're not alone. Many do it in the same way, but others have different ways to do it.
It's called fully embodying.
Yes.
To include the physical reunification.
Yes. So the frequency comes in as data that human can't understand, but it goes straight through the nervous system and activates the DNA for personal memory. So it happens from within to without, and from without to within. It happens all at once, depending on how many frequencies or layers of it the human chooses to go through in full consciousness. And because you two are key communicators of this sacred wisdom, you choose to do it to these layers and levels and achievements of frequencies. So the signal is being sent out, and you two are catching the signal of that data now. Okay, they're showing me that. Oh, sometimes I need to be able to draw a picture and show you. So imagine the closer we come together and anchor and embody our frequency of love. So we've removed all the programs or limitations or resistances or judgments in order to be able to thin that veil between us, or break down the bricks in the wall, or how come together again. What's that stream? Then, as like, imagine it as, more light getting through more of the holes in the wall, and more light and more light, and so the light out my light and your light merging as one, send out a whole new frequency. I'm seeing a circle around a triangle, and that circle sends out a frequency to far more what? Just further. It sends it out further. It reaches further afield. And it's a brighter, whiter, lighter, higher frequency that sends out a signal to the soul.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the fuel of anything that you co-create in purity together. The triad is the battery. And the power to that battery is our love for each other.
It's the only way things grow.
Yes.
Because when she split and she made him, that's all there was. And then the third energy was born. That's the way it grows.
So, and we've said this before, and I've drawn it before, but in a triangle, and imagine the 3 points are disconnected.
Right.
They have to do this within first. So any time that 2 of them are unified and in communication and aligned, the third part of that connection will be drawn in to match. And the most powerful connection for this anchored embodied state on Earth is for the female and the male to communicate. If that's not working, then communicating and seeking assistance from the golden child aspect will help. Like you're feeding each, like you're feeding each other. You keep something to yourself, then it gets stuck on yourself. The moment you start working with one of these other parts of the triad, you're actually going to be needing to go through a period of practicing this with himself, and then practicing this with each other until it grows to, like when you drive a car, those subconscious memories that just remember how to breathe or brush your teeth without even thinking about it. There's no conscious thought to it anymore. So you're actually currently building a new building, watching an old building fall down at the same time to make space for that new building. You're doing it all at once. Every choice moment is adding new data anchored and embodied into the grid. God, I was just showing the most amazing thing.
What's that?
It's to do with the circles. And I was showing, for example, if you had a circle of 12 or 14 people, and you had one person in there be the over talker, or even 2 people be the over talkers, and everyone's in that space of oneness. They've all come in, they've agreed to be one for that time, and the over talkers trigger some of the people in the group, and they're all going to have different reasons for having been triggered. the connection of this space of oneness, all of the programs of that event will come up at once, but everyone's choice of how much they actually love each other soul in this group will balance, is like an immediate group neutralizing and space of balancing.
True.
Yeah. And so any triggers in a group is an opportunity for a collective group neutralization of that, any programs associated with that trigger.
Yeah, the love's too strong, it just overrules it all. Some
Yeah.
people might even get triggered, some get triggered to different degrees. Some
Yeah.
won't even know about it, but the vibration of the love is just,
That's right. The highest frequency, which is love, is what will win. The win's a bad word, but neutralize, transform, transmute. And so when we stay with those mirrors, one way or another, the point was the opportunity for that 0 point field of love. This is so huge. I've had those, like those waves of nausea like run through me, like, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? Like
yeah, I had them last night. Yeah. How long is that going on?
Since I understood that we were bringing in a frequency that the human didn't fully understand just yet, like the new codes are causing, and you know, we call them new codes, but they're codes that we've got that have had like band-aids sitting on top of them, you know, or bandages or something covering them. So they're our codes. They haven't been like out in the sun for so long they're frightened to go out in the sun. They're worried about getting sunburnt. And that's what causes the nausea, because there's a, God, I don't know if I really, really want this, or it's been hidden from the self for so long, that type of thing.
Makes sense.
So yeah, this is, I mean, I've been shown, but I've had no words. I know that I have an understanding, but I couldn't explain it with any full understanding. Like little sentences will pop in, like really seeing where I haven't been true to myself, allowing myself to see the things I've been in denial of, all things that made me feel rejected or abandoned, or so any of those last programs associated with that type of thing. It's where you've been let down, or you haven't been true to your word, or didn't follow through on something you said you were going to do. Okay, there's another little pocket of it that came in, but yeah. Dishonesty with self, dishonesty, inauthenticity. Like this is the next thing that's coming to be neutralized, to be cleared. Hiding, being hidden, hiding things, all those energies and archetypes and programs and everything. Unsafe, scared, frightened. I'm just being shown pockets. It's like a jigsaw puzzle coming in. I can't see what the end picture is yet, but I can see bits of information on the jigsaw pieces. I don't know what they are. The 4 agreements, like that.
Impeccable.
Impeccable with your word. Yeah. And it's going to be, I'm getting the words trust, faith. It's bringing new levels of, from knowing into being. It's, yeah. And this is what we'll be clearing, all of this in the coming days. Unworthy, not good enough.
Yeah, take it as a personal. This batch is a lot different than the one just came in prior.
Can you say that again in English?
I said this batch or this whatever, this coding is a lot different than the one that had just come in.
Yeah, yes, it feels very different than
Hmm.
what I can barely remember what we just went through. But yes, this feels cleaner, sharper, shinier,
That's what I was
uh,
going to say. Cleaner. It
like you
feels,
just have to go do some dusting and it'll be fit. I don't know. It feels
yeah, yeah, yeah.
succinct, short, sharp, shiny, succinct.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was thinking them. I should have said it literally at the same time. Um, yeah, it feels like not like you're shining it. It feels more like almost like a new skin or something.
yeah, like the light is being shone on it, and
Mm-hmm.
that's all it's going to take. Like the minute the awareness comes in, it's a self creation. It's been dusted and it can be put back on the shelf. It doesn't need to be bloody iterated or anything. Yeah, I don't. It's really weird, actually. It's got a really crisp
Yeah,
sort of
crisp,
feeling.
clean, like
Yeah.
sanitized, like not sterile, sterilized. Like I don't know, just clean, clean.
Yeah.
Mm. It does have a physical expansive quality like the one that just came in.
Yes, it does. Absolutely, it does. But it's like this is what will be being neutralized. Like the slate wiped clean, all this stuff will be gone. Um, neutralized. Yeah, sanitized. Look, cleaned.
Mm-hmm. Finally clean, like with some like high tech. I don't know, just nothing's no soot, no dust, nothing.
Yeah, and it feels like I think this came up partially in the sessions in the last few days too, like going through a period of spring cleaning, making sure that what's in your environment is neat and tidy and organized, and if you don't need it anymore, it's old energy, like doing that sort of clean out as well.
The bones are softening.
What is
What's that?
what's softening?
The bones.
The
The,
bones are softening.
the bones in the body are softening. We're becoming more pliable. The body itself, I don't know. I was half asleep. That's all I,
Oh, thing.
that's all